Alright, I'm gonna be showing you my 12-inch vinyl collection of Filipino music. What you will not see here are my punk and hardcore records, as well as the 7-inch records. You're gonna see that in another video. So anyway, here we go. The Black Vomits, The Ghost of Manong. These are all Phil-American bands. Anak Bayan, Ogie Alcacid, Nakakalocal. This is a live album and it's signed, as you can see. Bandang Shirley. While it doesn't seem like it's clear, that's because everything's in plastic. Apartel, their first album, signed by Ellie and Pat Sarabia. The reissue of The Best of the Apo Hiking Society, signed by Jim Paredes. Bing Austria and the Flipping Soul Stompers. Bamboo, the singles. Volume 2. Rico Blanco, Your Universe. Boyfriend's Greatest Hits. Joe Bataan. St. Latin's Day Massacre. He's get that out of the way there. Phil-American rhythm and blues singer. Another of his albums, Riot. Noel Cabangon, Tuloy ang Biyahe. The reissue of Jose Marie Chan's Golden Collection. The reissue of Joe Marie Chan's Christmas in Our Hearts. Phil British singer Clara, signed, as you can see. The Dawn, the Greatest Hits. Dragonfly Collector, The World Is Your Oyster. The reissue of Ella Del Rosario's Mr. Disco. Eraserheads, Ultra Electromagnetic Pop. I have a couple of this one's still sealed. Brian Estepa, Filipino-Australian singer. Fishbowl, Underground album. The Story of Francis M. Holmes, Radio. Juan de la Cruz Band, Tatak. Lowleaf. Music from the mountain provinces. Never a Stranger, Screenburn. Oh, Sundrop Garden, #1. GS12, that coming out in series. Outer Hope, Vacation, their latest album. Pedicab, Bermuda Triangle. The reissue of POT's one and only album. The Ransom Collective, Traces, signed record. Couple of Red Eye albums. Dub Musician, Filipino Dub Musician, Judgment Day. His first one. Alright. Mystic Revelation, his second one. The third one album, King's Music, is with Cebu musician King Spade. Word Sound Power is a double album. Probably his best outing so far. Sandwich, 5 on the Floor. Sonnet 58 rather, Crossing Oceans. Speed Blue and Shinky, signed by Joey Pepe Smith. The other Speed Blue and Shinky album that I was unable to get Pepe to sign, The Strange Creatures, Phantasms. This one's pressed in China. Strangeness, Sugar Hiccup. As you can see, it's signed by the band. Alright. Plagues from Taken by Cars. Very, very good album. Tarshish, their debut LP, Primate, featuring Deathless Gods. Their follow-up EP. Okay, more from More Rice Records. Slapshock, this is a picture disc. True Faith, The Perfect Collection, this is a reissue, the first time on vinyl though. Up Dharma Down, Capacities, very hard to find. The reissue of Gary Valenciano's Moving Thoughts. I have the original pressing rather. The Venus Flytrap Collective, Diwata. Pasta Groove. The Youth, album na walang pamagat. The first time it's available on vinyl. The repress of Ten of Another Kind, a landmark compilation album. I have the original press, you'll see it later. Fresh Filter from Satchme and Jam 88.3, featuring all these bands. Really cool record. Numberline Anthology, also featuring indie bands. This is the original press of Ten of Another Kind. Anak, Freddie Aguilar. Japanese press, Freddie Aguilar. Bayan Ko. Apple Hiking Society. Live album from the Apple Hiking Society. Nora Honor album, Ang Tindera. A signed album from a good friend, Ding Dong Avanzado. Used to play basketball with this guy. Original pressings from Joe Bataan. I have another one over here. So I have 4 of his albums. Afro-Filipino. Bayanihan Sings. Blue Jeans. Boyfriends. Teresa Carpio. Celeste Legaspi. Outstanding album. Jose Marichan. Original press of Can We Just Stop and Talk a While. The prized original copy of Constant Change, the first pressing. Sharon Cuneta, High School. Edmond Fortuno's The Swooners, Portrait of the Swooners. If you like Santana, you're going to love this Phil-American band from the Bay Area, Dakila. While most of them were Filipinos, they had also non-Filipinos in that band as well. The Dawn. One of those first bands to come out in the 80s that played New Wave. Filipino version of New Wave. 12-inch single. Signed also. Live album of The Dawn. When I first got this, I got it on cassette. I wore it out. I had to buy another. Forgetting the record. Eleanor. Phil-American here. Some Filipino jazz. Bobby Enriquez. I have a bunch of his records here. Live in Tokyo. With Rich Cole. Here, I have a bunch of his records over here. Hagibis, Filipino version of The Village People. Signed copy of Mike Hanapol's Awiting Pilipino. People wonder why I have it signed with my name on it, so that decreases the resale value. Well, I'm not in it to resell, they're mine until the day I die. And they go to my kids. Identity Crisis, Tale of Two. Oh, this is a really good one. It's from the Electromaniacs, and it's in 78 RPM. And here they are, the Electromaniacs. Jose Marie Gonzalez's Electromaniacs. Very, very clean copy. Juan de la Cruz Band. Signed. I have 5 of the records here. Signed too. The Bogus Live album. Kula Desma. My dad nearly signed her to a contract, but she bolted for a while when my dad didn't offer a contract immediately. Cool, unforgettable. Maria Cafra, her first album. I got that in Laguna for 1,500 pesos. Master Plan Filipino Hip Hop. The Dawn's Japanese guitarist Hatsushi Matsura, and his one and only solo album. Johnny Midnight's Toning. Yeah, does remind you of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon in terms of the cover. The best of Philippine love songs from June Polistico. This is Cha-Cha Music, the Ramrods. Rico Puno's debut album, The Way We Were. The Entertainer from Rico J. Puno. An old record from Ramon Jacinto and the Riots. Teenage Touch. Phil American Band. Rockefellers and Killer Joe. Sampaguita's debut album. Third Wave, some Filipino sisters, Phil-American sisters, arranged and conducted by noted jazz musician George Duke. Universal Motion Dancers. Jazz from Universe. Light of Peace. It's Johnny Alegre over there. My original press of Gary Valenciano's Moving Thoughts. The Best of Basil Valdez. Champoy, the soundtrack. The Jacket Was Damaged. Gapo. This is a promotional copy of all these Olongapo bands. Handog ng Pilipino sa Mundo. The Post EDSA. Celebration Music. And Swing It Baby, VSD and Company, and other artists. So that's it for my OPM 12-inch vinyl collection. I'm going to do another one on my punk, hardcore, and metal records.